I want to thank each of you for being here today. We're almost done, but I do have just in response to some of these, a little follow-up. And Ms. Perry, Dr. Burgess asked a few questions about the abuse that had occurred at the hands of Nasser at the Caroli Ranch. And you stated you did not want the athletes to have to return to such an emotionally painful place where they were abused. And so USA Gymnastics terminated its agreement with the Caroli Ranch on January 18th of this year. I believe that was definitely the right decision to make. However, USA Gymnastics was aware of allegations against Nasser in 2015 and made the decision to renew its contract with the Caroli Ranch in spring of 2017. Why was this agreement renewed in April of 2017 despite knowing about his abuse, sexual abuse, for years?
Chairman Harper, I can't answer that question. It's a very important question. And again, I think that many of these questions hopefully will be answered through the independent investigation with Ropes and Gray. But what I can tell you is that and many things that I've done in the last 5 months have been about the athletes. Making sure that the ranch was closed, making sure that we set up an athlete assistance fund for counseling and medical services, making sure that we had an athlete task force, and making sure that they knew they had a voice with our organization, and restructuring to make sure that we have the adequate safe sport personnel to handle the kinds of volume that we have.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. Ms. Lyons, was the U.S. Olympic Committee involved in the decision to renew the contract for the Caroli Ranch in April of 2017?
No, there actually are two different contracts. The USOC had what I would call a marketing license with the Caroli Ranch that allows them to be designated as a training site with the Olympic rings upon it. The actual lease of the property was a separate agreement through the USAG.
Okay, so my question was the USOC involved in the decision? Was the USOC even aware of the decision to open it back up?
I don't know the answer to that. I would guess they probably would have known, that at least that the lease was coming due and that it might be under consideration. We do know that they were considering buying the ranch.
And we will ask that in writing to give you an opportunity to respond in more detail. And then my final point is just curious, are routine drug screens done on the coaches? And just yes or no from each of you. I'll start with you, Ms. Perry. Do you do routine? I know athletes are, drug tested. Are the coaches, are there drug screens done of the coaches?
I don't know the random nature of that, but I'll find that out.
Not to my knowledge, but I'll find out.
I don't believe so, no. I don't believe so, but we'll find out.
Okay, you're going to find out, but just curious, is that a problem? Would that help any? Wouldn't that be a good thing to probably do? And I would encourage you to do so, and I'll recognize Ranking Member DeGette for her follow-up.